Welcome back. Let's commence. Alright. God damn it. Okay. We lost a few people. Okay. Fuck me. Okay. just need, oh god, no. Oh god, this is just wonderful. Fuck me. Da, 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 ba, da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Are you kidding me? You fucking kidding me? Can you just, fuck me. This is gonna hurt. Oh god. Okay, I'm just going to Living Dead this. Okay. Okay, this healer's just playing. I guess. Yep. Okay, I'm just okay. It's painful. The healer avoided reviving the other healer, so it was a complete shit show. Fortunately, it was just... I can't believe people are like that. Anyways, I just need all this crap. I guess nothing. Yep, okay. That was painful. Akira, thank goodness you're unharmed. We came as soon as we took care of our unwanted guests. They were a stubborn bunch and quite unlike anything I've ever seen in the first. No, I won't let you. Damn the light, damn you all! Who are you? What do you want? Ugh. Why am I here? What is happening? She's alive, but there's something strange about her ether. She didn't seem too pleased with Rin taking control of Eden, which may be what caused her to appear out of the blue. Beyond that, it's anyone's guess. Tis plain she is not a Sin Eater, not even in part as Rothri was. Yet this knowledge does little to assuage my fears, for she is nonetheless powered of a possessed of a power most terrible. On the other hand, if she's feeling cooperative, she might be able to tell us more about Eden. I'll keep an eye on her until she wakes up. There's no telling what will happen when she does, but I'll make it clear that we mean her no harm. Well, no further harm at the very least. Obviously, it's not a good idea to bring her inside Eden. It's likely that reaching the core was her aim from the outset, so I'll take her to the camp. Now that things have settled down, I should get back inside and try strengthening uh, s- uh, my link to Eden. I have yet to discover what means by which the exterior was breached, though it would appear that the fiends that Thancred and I slew were of a similar nature to those led by thine own adversary, Voidsent, in other words. Okay, so, real talk. Okay. One second. The girl is in the tent, fast asleep, or possibly in the coma, one or the other. Either way, we have little choice but to wait for her to wake up. So, I kind of guessed that the healer wanted to solo heal as well, which, far be it, is alright, but you shouldn't prioritize it during a raid with strangers. Um, because she could have the healer could have revived the other healer and we would have been all right. And then when we had limit break, the healer refused to use limit break. Um, and then they revived he whatever. They revived everyone and then use either the limit break. So what tends to happen to me is whenever I'm kind of pissed off, I'll use limit break for no reason, which by all means is a really bad thing to do when raiding, unless it's something to negate damage. But yeah. If you're a healer and you're new to the game, always don't be selfish. Um, and think of it as a team effort. There's no I in team sometimes. So anyways, that's just one little thing that I have to speak on. Hopefully that'll not happen. It's funny. That was my first time that I've seen a little toxicity in this Japanese data center. I would say, yeah. Or scratch that. That could have been the second one. But either way, it, it's a selfish thing to do, not reviving your core party members. So if a team wipes and there's no tanks, prioritize in reviving a tank first, so they can grab aggro and not have you be beaten. If it's DPS and healers, prioritize in the healers first, and then revive the ones that can have the ability to use revive, such as summoners and red mages. Uh, Red mages can use revive. I would say maybe let's see, 70 level 70 to and up. So prioritizing that if it's below, uh, like for example, like you're at 60, prioritize in Sumner. That's what I usually do. Anyways, enough of me spattering about that lovely toxic raid. Let's continue, shall we? Although I had my hands full trying to control Eden, I caught a glimpse of your battle. That power, I've never seen anything like that. Like it. What thou witnessed was the tearing of the very fabric of reality, the creation of a rift through which Voidsent may enter. But pray tell, Rin, didst thou make any other observations? I couldn't sense any light at all in the girl or her servants, and I can't really explain how, but she reminded me of Emmett Sulk. Though I think it unlikely that she is an Ashian, she may yet be thrall to Zodiac. Maybe we'll be able to find out more once she's woken up. In the meantime, I'll try to improve my control over Eden. It seems to be listening more than before. Instead of screaming at me like it was in the beginning, and that's not all. I've made it an exciting discovery. All right. Mayhap Eden has imparted onto Rin some manner of ancient knowledge. Okay. I feel a lot more confident in my ability to control Eden now. Of course, this is only the beginning, and we shall accompany thee wheresoever this path may lead. But pray tell, what manner of discovery hast thou made? I understand how Eden's power works, and therefore the true nature of the flood of light. Yes, it afflicted the balance of all of the ether and the empty, shifting it so far toward the umbral that it stopped flowing altogether. The power to tip the scales, and to tip them back again. That's what Eden does. It controls the balance of ether over a wide area, forcing it from one alignment to the other. Let alone, it still poses a threat, but if I can harness its power, I think I could use it to breathe life back into the empty. The trouble is, I hadn't the foggiest idea of where to start. And if I go about this the wrong way, I'll do more harm than good. Thou needest not bear this burden alone, Rin, nor should thou. 'Tis no simple matter of awakening what which lies dormant. All things in nature are inexorable linked. The elements maintain a fragile harmony without which life cannot prosper. So, what should we do? A solution hath become to take shape in my mind, though it will require further discussion for the time being. Let us return to the camp. 'Twould be remiss of us not to involve Tancred. I'm curious to know what connection that girl has to Eden. If only she'd told us a bit more before she collapsed. She's still sleeping soundly, I'm afraid. If I'd known she'd take so long to come around, I'd have brought a good book or two to pass the time. My friends, I believe I have struck up upon a method by which we may see this world restored. Urandre, before you go any further, allow me to make a potentially very long story slightly shorter. The plan is to control Eden and realign the ether of the empty, right? A sense, yes. However, unleashing elemental energies haphazardly will not suffice. In addition, the empty is unfathomably vast. Were we only able to affect change over one small region at a time, it would take many lifetimes to complete even a fraction of our task. Instead, our energies would be better spent revitalizing each element in order that we might set in motion a more widespread transformation. One at a time. I hate to say this, but I don't think Eden will be able to draw out a single element without affecting the others. For the very reason, we shall select a location in which the ambient aether we wish to restore is at its most potent. Even in the dormant state, certain elements will be more prevalent and therefore more easily manipulated. Then we rebalance the ether and return it to the land, whereupon it shall be borne on ethereal currents to the farthest reaches of the empty. But what's to prevent the element from breaking free of Eden's hold and causing a disaster of some sort? It must needs be contained. The question is how. Akira, indulge me a moment if thou wouldest. Pray imagine a corporal manifestation of each of the individual elements. What dost thou see in thy mind's eye? Surely not. Moguls? Mayhap thou art afeared to utter the fateful word, for to even speak the name primal is to invite misfortune. Though invite it we must, as the ether is drawn forth and realigned by Eden, we shall become a summoning, as Master Louisoix once did on the fields of Carteneau. As one who hath laid low countless primals, thy memories will shape the ether into a deiform entity which must subsequently be dispersed in the traditional fashion. So defeated, in other words, but is that even possible? I break my fast on I break my fast on primals. It's either that or being torn to shreds. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure I can. Lest thou forget, 'twill be more than a approximation of a foe thou hast previous bested. I have every confidence in thine ability, Akira. As do I, though it might help to have some idea of what you will be up against. Have you decided which element to tackle first? I propose water, the source of all life. As for the location, an area to the west, Norvent was once home to world's deepest ocean. Alas, the flood of light reduced it to a yawning chasm. Water, yes, that seems like a good choice. I'll see if Eden can take us where we need to go. And I shall prepare for the summoning. Thancred, would thou keep watch over our enigmatic antagonist? She may have vital information to impart in the event that she becometh arrogant. Thou mayest have need to restrain her. Someone's got to do it, I suppose. I'll be praying for your success while I wait here twiddling my thumbs. So I must say, I don't envy you being caught up in yet another one of Ranjay's madcap schemes. Though, come to think of it, the creature you must fight is born from your own memories and imaginations. Why don't you try thinking of something a bit tamer than the primals you've fought in the past? Mayhap it's not how it works. Anyway, best of luck. Rin's acquainted herself well in the whole Eden business, but I think she needs to slow down a little. We're in no hurry after all. Leviathan is the ideal candidate to embody the element of water. Be warned that the circumstances of said summoning differ greatly from that of the primal encountered in the source, and the results are difficult to predict. Eden seems to be responding well to my instructions, so we should reach our destination in no time at all. Alright, this is the place. I'll see if I can draw out the water aspect ether. The rest is up to you, Akira. Memories of Leviathan come flooding back. Well, that concludes this episode of Final Fantasy XIV. We shall continue in the next episode. Till then, fare thee well.